About that. It's not that Newman. Hi, this is Dave Pokorny. I am here with James Newman from SRT, and we're going to talk a little bit about him and then a little bit more about the season that's going on there, which I happen to have tickets to the entire season, and I'm really excited. James, first of all, thanks for stopping in here and doing this. And I'd like to know a couple things about you.
Sure.
Where did you get started doing theater? That's question one. And was there a moment in your life that you just went, this is what I'm going to do with my life?
I started doing theater. I grew up in Denver, and I started doing professional children's theater when I was 11. So Denver at that point had this professional theater, or children's theater. And I was in a couple shows, and I have to say, right then, because I was so young, it was never a play to me. I sort of immediately started doing theater with people that were doing it as their job. And so, and I was really young and impressionable, of course, and so I always saw it as the art form itself as a profession, as a job.
It's a way of making a living.
Exactly,
yeah.
And that people really worked on their craft, and that was a part of it. That rehearsals were the workaday life of an actor.
Yeah, it's not time to goof around.
No.
Yeah.
No, and it wasn't ever. I mean, obviously, there's always sort of vanity issues with anyone who wants to be an actor, but you sort of move beyond that when you sort of see the whole. And I think I was really fortunate to fall into to have some mentors around me at a very young age to just convince me that you have to work. It doesn't matter how gifted you might be. Yeah. It's all about working.
Yeah,
which I think there's a direct line to what I do today, honestly. So to answer your question, I went to college a number of places, but ended up in Seattle after graduate school. Ran a small theater in Seattle.
As the everything, you were the artistic
director?
I
was the artistic director. It was sort of a small, bare bones,
You were P.T. Barnum?
Exactly. Yeah. We moved from space to space, and at that time in Seattle, that was happening a lot. There was a really vibrant fringe theater scene where we were doing super artsy kind of stuff. We did adaptations of language-based plays, which was and still is my passion about the theater. I think theater artists are the custodian of language and the importance of language, and so it's as performers of a written word. That process is really important to me. So I was teaching at the same time. When I got out of grad school, I very quickly got a teaching job, and so I taught for 10 years and was running this theater. Then I moved to Santa Rosa. I got this job at some Repertory Theater in the college and moved to Santa Rosa.
So how many years ago was that?
That was 5.5 years ago.
So this is your sixth season?
It's my sixth season, exactly right.
Wow, that's great. And what I didn't know about it is the level of professionalism.
Right.
You think you're coming to a community college to see theater,
sure,
but it is so fantastic, and it was packed.
Yeah.
Which is really great to walk into a theater locally here and have several hundred people on a Tuesday night to see people they don't know. There's no star here, It was really, but these are future stars. I saw the woman who plays Motormouth.
Amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. I saw her in 2 productions so far.
Tiffany Hobbs, and then she plays Joanne and Company, and she's one of the leads in The Piano Lesson as well.
Oh, good. Which I'll be seeing as well.
She's unbelievable. Yeah. Mark our words, she will be a superstar.
Yeah, she's fantastic. But are these all students, or how do these people... okay.
They are. I do... Thank you for saying that about them, because I think that's the thing that people don't quite grasp about SRT. Our community is so incredibly supportive of summer repertory theater, and this is our 40th anniversary season, so we're an institution. Generations of people have come to see our plays, all of that. But what really makes it special is how seriously committed we are to training the next generation of theater artists, and I take that part of my job incredibly seriously. So I go out on a 3-week audition tour. I went all over the country this year. I go sort of down California. I hit San Francisco, PCPA. I go to the LA area. Then I went to Dallas, Chicago, I was someplace else in the Midwest. Then I was New York for 3 days. I saw 700 actors this year.
It's like American Idol.
It has its idol moments, I'll be perfectly honest. But we saw a lot of people, and these are very talented individuals. They have options of where they can go. They can work. That young lady you were talking about, she just won a very prestigious African American Film Festival Rising Star, award. Yeah. And she could work a lot of places this summer, but she chose to come here because not only does she get to play 3 big roles that will really stretch her, we're also committed to helping individuals be better artists. And you don't find that in some summer stock kind of, we got a barn and we're going to put up shows. That's a great experience too. I always tell them you should have that experience as well, but we really want to nurture and care for young artists and make sure that they're better.